But let's for a second assume that I'm correct. Let's assume that this was fraud from beginning to end, that the PCR tests were fraud. We never had as many cases as they said. Most of the deaths were misclassified and due to mistreatment, maltreatment, poor treatment by the hospitals, and all sorts of other things. If I'm correct, and if you believe me about the fact that this was a fraud, you need to ask yourself this: who would be capable of convincing so many governments, so many media groups all over the world to commit the same sort of fraud in the same way? Who would be capable? Who has that much power? We've got a lot of evidence. We're developing more. And I'm going to make the guys who are behind this accountable at some point. It's hard. It's difficult. I mean, it's hard to get to Fauci and crew, let alone to the people above him. But we're going to do it. We're going to make sure that all of these people, the one thing they fear is the light of truth. And when we shine the light of truth on them, the darkness just melts away. So we're going to keep going until we've done that. But I really want everybody watching this to start asking themselves, Fauci's a crook. Fauci's a crook. Well, I agree with you. But if he's a crook, who bought him off? Because someone did. And that's what you got to ask yourself. And remember, we cut off the head of that snake. Well, that's the only way to win this, right? Is to cut off the head of the snake.